Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum viewers. In this video, we will discuss about an objective. और जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो ये है कि हमने एक क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल को किसी स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू के साथ कंपेयर करना है. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर कोई एक्सपर्ट ये कहता है जी कि एक क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स का एवरेज वेट 65 kg है, तो आपने एक सर्वे करना है उस क्लास के 60 स्टूडेंट्स का इंडिविजुअली वेट नोट करना है और फिर उस पर SPSS सॉफ्टवेयर पर ये एनालिसिस करना है टू प्रूव इधर एन एक्सपर्ट इज सेइंग राइट और नॉट. फॉर इट we have to choose the sample file firstly from here. SPSS software basically good for analyzing our data, and here many files are given. I will choose post bankloan.sab file. Just open it. There are many different ways to open file on the base of IBM SPSS software variant. Right, it's open now. For example, that's the file, and we have to choose our quantitative variable. Age is also a quantitative variable. Like I choose the income as a quantitative variable, and someone claims that the average income of this company is 65,000. On the data view, you can say this is the income. It's the income in thousands or might be in dollars. Whatever its income, it is the quantitative variable. In the variable view, we have what we have to do. Firstly, जब आपके पास एक क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल होगा तो आपने इसकी नॉर्मेलिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है. फर्स्ट स्टेप जो आपका है वो आपने नॉर्मेलिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है, और जिसका तरीकाकार है वो ये है कि हमने ये डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स में जाना होता है, देन एक्सप्लोर. आफ्टर दैट हियर थर्ड ऑप्शन इज एक्सप्लोर. एक्सप्लोर पे जाके आपने अपने क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल को सिलेक्ट करना होता है डिपेंडेंट लिस्ट में, देन प्लॉट्स. आफ्टर दैट सबको अनचेक कर देना, आपने सबको अनचेक कर देना, इसको भी नन पे कर देना. ओनली नॉर्मेलिटी प्लॉट्स विद टेस्ट्स. दैट्स कंटिन्यू. अब हमारे पास क्या है कि दो हाइपोथेसिस है. यहाँ तो हमारा क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल जो है वो नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो कर रहा है या वो नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो नहीं कर रहा. सपोज H1 is that our quantitative variable does not follow the normality, and H1 is that it does not follow the normality, and H0 is that it follow the normality. Okay, that's the normality. Here we can say this is the normality test, and there are what we have to do in first step is to check the normality, and for it there are two names, Kolmogorov-Smirnov and Shapirovil, and when we use these values only when your data is exceeds from 2000, and if your data is in the 2000 limit and less than 2000, then you use this value. As our data is less than 2000, so we use this value or these values for our checking the normality of our quantitative variable Shapirovil. For normality, we use this significant level value, and this is basically degree of freedom. Significant level, we can use the identification for it, p value. When this p value, significant level, is equal to p, when this p value is greater than 0.05, then our quantitative variable is having the normality. As it is less than 0.05, then it is not following the normality or showing the negative normality. Basically, it should compare with the confidence level, which is usually 0.05, but on the base of the question given, it might be changed. Means we have to compare this p value with your confidence level. It might be given, or usually if they don't give you in the question, then you have to compare this p value with the 0.05, which is alpha and confidence interval. So from here we can conclude that our hypothesis that H1 that it does not follow the normality because it is less than 0.05. So what's the next step? After checking the normality, we have to compare the statement or the value given by an expert, and for it the two tests. The first test is a one sample t-test, which is also a parametric test, which is the best for those variables, those having the normality, but not for those that does not follow the normality. And the second test, which is the sign test, and also known as non-parametric test, for those that does not follow the normality. So what's about our test? It does not follow the normality because its p-value is less than 0.05. So what test we can apply on it? We will apply on it is non-parametric test because it does not follow the normality. Okay, just go to analyze and then apply the non-parametric test from here. As we are using one sample, which is the income, apply one sample here, customize it. After that, on the fields, only choose the household income in thousands. बाकी सब को uncheck कर दे because we don't need them. Only we have to compare the household income to the value which is given by an expert or claim by a anybody, means even a common person in a paper or test. Check the student level of interest. Okay, this household income in thousands check. After that सेटिंग पे जाके आपने इसको कस्टमाइज कर देना है. आफ्टर दैट यहाँ पर कंपेयर मीडियन टू हाइपोथेसाइज्ड विल्कॉक्सन टाइम्स. ये बेसिकली टेस्ट नॉन पैरामीट्रिक है जिसको हम साइन टेस्ट या विल्कॉक्सन साइन टेस्ट भी कहते हैं. एंड वी हैव टू राइट हियर द मीडियन or the average value which is given by an expert. And for example, I say the average income of that company is 75,000, and this is the claim from my side. And here it proves either I am saying right or not. This is the non-parametric test, one sample test, and they are saying Wilcoxon sign test and confidence 0.05, and they are rejecting our hypothesis that what I speak means I just tell that this is the average income of this company is 75,000, but they reject by this analysis that by this non-parametric test that the average income of this company is not 75,000. Okay हो गया. Means from using these tests you can reject or accept any specific value given by an expert or claimed by anybody. Okay, for sake of understanding, if I apply parametric test is basically for those who follow the normality. But for sake of understanding of parametric test, go to compare means, then one sample t-test, and after that choose your quantitative variable which is following the normality, and after that write here whatever the statement given by an expert or claimed by anybody. If I claim that the average income of this company is 75, so our one hypothesis is that this company average value is 75, and the second hypothesis is that the average income of this company is not 75,000. So what the test, one sample t-test, tells us about it. Okay, that's the one sample t-test, one sample statistics, and one sample t-test. Basically, here it tells us the significant level or p-value is 0.00. If it is greater than 0.05, then it tells that our claimed value is true. But here it is saying that it is less than 0.05, so our hypothesis is rejected. And it also gives us mean 46. Let me put 46 instead of 75. You can see it just accept your value because it's the true one. Let me write here 46 and then OK, and it will just accept your value because it's true one. And one sample test t-test is only apply when your quantitative variable is following the normality. Here you can see that it is now 0.610, mean it's greater than 0.05. It's showing that our hypothesis, which is H0, is that it is the average income of this industry or company is 46. It is accepting. So from here we can conclude that we can accept or reject the value. Let me just summarize today's lecture. It's about finding the or comparing the quantitative variable with a specific value. तो हमने क्या किया, एक सैंपल वाइज चूज किया, उसमें इनकम है और फर्स्टली जो हमने करना होता है वो नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो करना होता है. अगर तो देयर आर टू हाइपोथेसिस, either it does follow our normality, means our quantitative variable will follow the normality, and the second hypothesis is that our quantitative variable does not follow the normality. So जब हमने normality को follow किया है तो हमने देखा है कि normality को फाइंड आउट किया एनालाइज पे जाके, तो डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, तो ये सारा प्रोसीजर करके normality को फॉलो किया है, फाइंड किया. तो क्या मिला है हमें इससे कि जो नॉर्मेलिटी हमारा जो डाटा है क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल का वो फॉलो नहीं कर रहा. इसका मतलब है कि हमारे पास जो x1 है वो एक्सेप्ट हो गया है कि हमारा क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल जो है वो नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो नहीं कर रहा, तो हमने उस पर नॉन पैरामीट्रिक टेस्ट अप्लाई कर दिए. सो सिंपली क्या है, हमने नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो करना होता है अगर तो फाइंड करना होता है, अगर तो हमारा जो डाटा है या क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल है वो नॉर्मेलिटी को फॉलो कर रहा होता है. आफ्टर फाइंडिंग द नॉर्मेलिटी वी हैव टू कंपेयर द स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू विद इट. मीन इन सिंपल स्टेटमेंट, firstly we have to find the normality, and then if it follows the normality then apply parametric test or known as one sample t-test. If it does not follow the normality then just apply the Wilcoxon sign test or non-parametric test, and after that I explain its procedure how you check it. Thanks for watching.